Yo, okay. Yoki guys. Okay. So, what's up? I'm here with Okay, I'm here. Okay, let's introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nompumalelo. And I'm not going to reveal my age. Yeah, and I'm Kosa. Yeah.
Okay, so like Trevor Noah. Kosa like Trevor
Not
Noah.
Kosa, Kosa.
That's what
It's
I said.
fine. Okay, cool.
Tell me about yourself.
I
Tell
am-
us about yourself. Tell me about yourself, girl.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
stepping out of line.
I am currently studying BCom Accounting Science with UNISA. I'm doing my second year. And I have businesses. I have businesses on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 on the side. Yeah, and I'm very talented, you could say. Yeah.
Very talented. Yeah. I could say, I know.
Yeah.
You're very talented. No, yeah, you're very talented.
Okay.
And yeah,
And creative.
creative.
Yeah.
What I know you told us that you in UNISA become accounting, right?
Yep.
Second year.
Uh-huh.
But then you were like have some businesses on the side. Like they don't matter. What businesses are they?
No, they do matter, but then I bake.
Nice.
Yeah, I do makeup from time to time. Like, see, when people are graduating, then they come to me to do makeup, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I make wigs.
No, you make wigs.
No, not weaves, wigs.
No.
Wig.
Wig.
One that you put on. No, not weaves.
What's the difference?
Wig. Weaves are the hair that you sew on to your head.
Mhm.
That's a weave. And
Oh.
a wig is when it's sewn onto a wig cap and then you just wear it like a hat. That's the difference.
Okay. Been shut. Close your mouth next time. So okay. Okay. So how good are you when it comes to makeup? I wonder because a lot of girls, all of the girls, if not a lot, put on makeup every day. Do you put on makeup every day?
No, I don't. I stopped wearing makeup actually.
Why?
I only put on lipstick because I feel like it has taken away so much of the natural me, Like, I'm still pretty when I'm like natural. I don't need to enhance my beauty because people who wear makeup on a daily basis, there's a vast difference between the two when they're not wearing makeup
Yeah.
versus when they are. So people need to get used to your natural face because you can't really wear makeup for the rest of your life.
I kinda disagree, but
You disagree?
yeah. I
Why?
disagree. I mean, you say there's a vast difference when people wear makeup and when they don't, the same person, right? But then, I mean, it is. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a difference. So when that difference is not there, you start looking weird.
Yeah, but then you said you start looking weird to who?
To people around you.
Well, 'cause
Say-
they're used to that difference.
Yeah, they're used to that difference. I used to do my brows on a daily basis.
Oh,
And then
oh.
when I stopped, everyone was just like, you look like you don't have brows. And I really have brows.
Yeah, but then I feel like like now, the reason I wanna talk about this is because, like now our country, South Africa, corruption, only targeting a certain group of people, right? Now, the deputy president of EFF, you know EFF.
Yeah, I know.
But let me
it
just
is.
say,
And I know the deputy president. Yeah.
Lloyd Shivambu, and then he's being accused of receiving some money, 10 million.
Yeah.
You've heard about that, right? From his brother. So the reason I say this is my narrative is people are pointing at one thing, one group of people, and you are pointing at, for me, you are pointing at makeup, right? And you say there's a difference when you wear it and when you don't wear it. That's why you don't wear it, right? Anymore. But then I say, what about your hair? One person can say that about hair and say, no, I go with my natural hair, and this and this and this, there's a difference. What about lipstick? Oh no,
There is a difference.
What about clothes? Oh, I wear my clothes because I want to look like it. Why don't you just be naked? That's still good.
It's a crime.
Oh, so you would be.
No, not that I would, but I mean, it's a crime. First and foremost, it's a crime. And it's illogical. Like,
Okay.
people will start accusing you of witchcraft. Walk around naked.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
So, you from where? You from Joburg, right?
Yeah, Joburg.
Soweto.
Soweto.
So you are a ghetto girl.
Not ghetto.
Now let me say a girl from the ghetto.
Yes, a girl from the ghetto.
I don't think. Okay, there is a difference, but I don't think there's so much of a difference that you need to clarify. You're a ghetto girl, yes.
No, there is a difference.
Okay, so when did you come to
Pretoria.
Pretoria? When did you go to Pretoria? I'm not in Pretoria, guys. When did you come to Pretoria?
The beginning of this year, January.
Okay, so how is it moving from Soweto in specific to Pretoria?
To
where we
Pretoria, well, I must say it's not as nice as Soweto. Like, I don't feel the vibe here versus Soweto. I mean, I grew up in Soweto. All my friends are there. My family, everyone is in Soweto. So yeah, so now I'm in this new environment, and then I have to adapt to the people and all of that, and their style, their likes, dislikes. Yeah, so it's not really as fun as Soweto for me. It's not home.
So the main problem is people. Because you spoke of your friends at home.
Yeah,
environment.
people.
So people did what?
My family is that side. My friends that I grew up with are that side.
But isn't that, didn't you say you are in UNISA? No,
Yes, I am.
you are not in UNISA then. Now you're in UNISA. But one would argue to say that's part of growing up, isn't it? Moving into a more independent environment.
Yeah, but then that does not mean that you enjoy the change. Sometimes you do things because you have to.
Yeah, but I don't think change brings enjoyment. You decide within
Sometimes
change.
it does bring enjoyment. It depends.
Now,
There are
if
people.
you go to a club, obviously, or if you go.
No, I'm not talking about a club. There are people who relocate and they enjoy where they live. It's different, but they still enjoy it.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't want to say this to you, but I feel like I want to say to you. I want to
Okay,
say
say
to you, but I feel like you shouldn't. Never. One thing that I have learned, right, is for your happiness, don't ever pinpoint on people and say, oh, it's because people. That's why I asked you, is it people? Because back then, your family, like you mentioned, your friends, everyone that you grew up with, right, is all there, and you know the streets, you know the ways, you know the environment. However, I feel like your character, you as your character, You understand? When you go somewhere, you understand, and you don't go to absorb. You understand? I feel like the reason you're saying people are the reason why you're not enjoying is because you came and you're like, oh, Pretoria, oh my word, oh. Then you're like, oh, it's not as people described it to be. Oh, where are my friends? Oh, I miss the vibe. Oh, this and this and this and this, right? Like you said, the vibe. But then if I were to say like I came here like you, I shouldn't talk about myself, but you came here, right? And then just like many other students came, right? And I feel like I just want to say like, you know, the whole reason I'm saying this is because I feel like you determine whether change becomes a good thing or a bad thing. And in this case, for you, it's been bad.
It's been bad, yes. That's true, bro. You do determine whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. But then my motivation behind my hard work, my everything comes from my family. So it has to be about people for me. More especially my grandmother, you know. So for me, yes, it is about people. People who help me, you know, people who, what can I say? Okay, there are people, I get to Pretoria, I do not know anyone, I don't know where to go from here. But where I am from, I know when I have this problem, I'll go there. When I have that problem, I'll go there.
Do you go there to receive something to eat, or do you go there to speak to the person and communicate on a social level, or of counseling, or what?
On a social level,
do you go there to see the person and say, oh, how my problems are gone, or do you communicate or to mitigate your problems?
Communicate.
So have you ever had something called a phone? Or
Yeah,
do you know?
Obviously.
So
But yeah,
have you tried that method?
I'm not a fan of that method.
Okay, let's move on. But I feel like I just want to say that, you know, the best way to enjoy change, you understand, change in because, you know, I feel like as I grew up, right, I had best friends, right? My best friends, I grew up with them and all that. But then after some time, we separated. You understand? We separated. Reasons being reasons, and then it was difficult for me to cope with that after some time, right? But then the more I accepted it, right, I began to understand, oh damn, okay, so this is where I am now, oh, so this is how to move on. So I think the best way to say is because you live so close to home, right, you can go home anytime, unlike some of us who live hours away from home. So I think the best way to end that whole struggle is to accept where you are. Okay, damn, I'm here. Okay, let me move on. You understand? So yeah, that's that. You agree or?
So.
Yeah, we got each other. Doesn't
Alright.
Got it. So, interesting. I'm looking for something interesting. Tell me something interesting about you. No, tell us something interesting. Tell me something interesting.
Something interesting. Oh my gosh. That's a very broad question.
Something interesting. You know, everyone has something interesting. Just to conclude the interview.
Something interesting? No, I don't have anything interesting.
No, that's not true. That's not what you told.
What?
That's not true.
Okay.
I think because everyone has something interesting about their life. Just something interesting, you know, that you're willing to share, obviously.
Okay, something interesting I'm willing to share. I am
A vegetarian.
no.
Do you
I
eat meat?
am a lot of meat. I am wait. I am anti-relationships. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that.
Because I'm thinking you an introverted person. Introvert.
Yes, I am an introvert.
And you are selfish with yourself. You wanna keep to yourself and not give yourself to someone.
Yes.
That's weird. Just explain what it means.
No, but then.
Because do we have a relationship?
Yeah, we do. Me and you.
So.
Yeah. Let's not tell people our business. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But then, so what do you mean anti-relationship? I'm interested. I'm curious. Like, besides, I'm curious.
Okay. I believe we are young. Okay, but being young doesn't mean you should be stupid. Yes,
Yeah,
I get that totally. Yes, we are young,
Yeah.
and relationships are, well, because of experience,
Yeah.
they are time consuming, they are distracting, they are
Definitely.
more harmful than
Beneficial.
good. Yeah, than beneficial.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's better to, when you're in school, just focus on yourself and school.
Oh.
Now juggling school, yourself, a relationship, it's just a lot of work.
Oh, so when you say relationship, you're talking about a boyfriend.
Yeah,
and
no,
girlfriend.
that relationship, not family and friends, no.
Oh.
Like lovers and
Okay. But again, it brings me back to. I feel like when you're in something, you understand, like a relationship or whatever, even school, because you mentioned school, right? To juggle between school and your little siblings, right? And
Yeah.
whatnot, and your friends and all that, it takes prioritizing, you understand, time management and so forth. So I think if you apply the same methods you apply at school for you getting your time to study enough so you can be in the second year on BCom and whatnot, I think if you take the same mentality and take it into relationships,
like
whatnot.
when it comes to priorities and when it comes to relationships, especially when it's between two people, it gets to a point whereby yes, my priorities are my books and whatnot, but you also want attention from me, and maybe I can't give you enough.
Definitely I want attention from you. Yeah.
You have my attention, Moss. Yeah. So say I can't give you enough. Now we end up fighting about it. When we fight about it, I think about it. Now I'm no longer doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing at that time, because now I'm thinking about this thing that we're fighting about. So when there's feelings and it just gets out of control.
Yeah, I get it. It's like when they use a saying and they say to punch a punching bag is one thing, to punch a person who punches back is another.
It's another thing, exactly.
It's another thing. So it makes sense. However, I feel like you said at the beginning, you said we are young, and you even expressed it, we are young. So so I feel like that same mentality of being young should drive you to say, I cannot limit myself, you understand, because of anything, you understand. You need to, and you need, the reason I say this to you in specific, because I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah.
And it's because you said to me that the change has impacted you in a major way, right? And of course change impacts people in a major way, and of course I know, you understand, I know, and I know what changed after a person, right? So I feel like if you develop the autocratic mentality, autocratic mentality of saying, or that autocratic mentality, and say, I can have a relationship. You can have a relationship. What type of relationship do you want? You understand? You want. Yeah, I feel like just as human beings, you understand. If you are more open at the get go, or look, Nico, or you say to me, or yo, I like you, man. You're cute and all that. I mean, I am cute, but then you
You are cute.
but then you say you're cute and all, and then oh thanks, I'm cute.
Yeah.
I'm joking. And then you say I'm cute and all, and then but then I can't. You understand? I'm not in the space of having a relationship, but I do want you. Yes, but I do want a relationship.
Okay.
But I do want a relationship with you. Let's have this.
Okay, so what are you saying exactly?
I'm saying that don't say you don't drive cars. Say you drive automatic cars. You understand? What I'm saying is
Okay.
what I'm saying is don't say I'm anti-relationship. Say this type of relationship structured like this can work for me, because if you say, oh, it's fine, we can have a relationship, and you're right, you can't say, oh, we can have a relationship, and then after that you say, no, I can't, I should know, I have schoolwork, oh, no, I think she's controlling me, she thinks she's the boss or anything like that.
Yeah.
But if from the get-go you say, no, I'm here for this and this and that, this is what I can manage.
I think priorities change when feelings get stronger. You become distracted and you're like, it's about my man.
But I feel like
I could come with intentions, be like, this is what I want out of the relationship. But then you sweep me off my feet, and here I am. All I do is think about you. I'm like, yo, this guy in my life. See?
I feel like if it's me in specific, you're gonna think about. So
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm joking. But I get it, and I get it when it comes to girls. Although I think that mentality is stupid, because if I feel like but it can't be stupid. Feelings are feelings if they develop.
Feelings are feelings, yeah.
And from you say you speak from experience, so I can't. Right? You said that.
Yeah, I did.
So I can't contest it.
Yeah, I was just saying they're distracting.
Okay. So I think that's enough of you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I don't know. This is appropriate, right?
Oh, yeah.
This
It's appropriate.
So handshake. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, nothing else. I'd like to.
Okay, Instagram. You don't have Instagram.
I do.
Oh, you don't want people to get. Okay, so she's shy, or she's
I'm shy.
antisocial now.
I'm shy.
Antisocial, like anti-relationship. She doesn't get the job. Okay, so thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh no. Oh wait, thank you because I see you on the camp. Look, thank you for being here. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have to respect people, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for doing the interview. But I would like you to leave one message, because you said you're a student, right?
Yeah.
In UNISA. So just one message for students, because you spoke a lot of, she spoke about, because you spoke about mostly prioritizing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you spoke about putting things first, prioritizing, and knowing what's what should come first or what's best to keep what's first. So I think you're the ideal person to advise
Yeah.
other students. One advice or two that you would give students.
Stop procrastinating. Yeah, because that we do, and it's harder, especially in UNISA, because I mean, you do things at your own time. So once you get your books, get to it, do your notes and whatever. Then when your exams come, all you have to do is go through your notes, and then you'll be okay. You will even be able to juggle a job in the mix.
Like businesses and so forth.
Yeah, like my businesses and so.
Okay. Good luck on your studies and we're done. Like
Bye.